Sweeping changes to the way prisoners are treated when seeking parole have been introduced into state parliament. They will see those convicted of murder or manslaughter remain behind bars unless a body is found, a move applauded by victims' families but criticised by civil libertarians.
Elizabeth Kippen was stabbed to death in her Townsville home last year, allegedly by a man just released on parole. Her death has triggered the most comprehensive overhaul of the state's parole system in 80 years.
It's a shame that, the old train crash scenario where the gates don't get fixed until there's a smash has had to happen, but if something good can come out of it, that's all we've asked.
Walter Sofronoff QC handed his report to the Premier.
These reforms are about making Queensland a safer place.
The changes will see GPS tracking expanded, $265 million over 6 years to strengthen the parole system, 330 more corrective staff, 240 more probation and parole officers. There'll also be expanded rehabilitation, drug and alcohol and mental health treatment, and a single independent parole board to be headed by Michael Byrne QC. The previous boards will be abolished.
The substantial thing that has remained the same is a board consisting of part-time amateurs.
People are getting lost in the system. They're not getting the drug treatment they need. They're not getting the mental health treatment that they need.
One of the most controversial changes, no body, no parole, a move championed by the Morecambe family after the disappearance of Daniel. It's aimed at providing incentives for offenders to cooperate. Denise Morecambe welcomed the move with a win. Good news.
No body, no parole. One of the headline recommendations. That was our idea 6 months ago, announced as our policy.
But civil libertarians warn it's gimmicky.
But under that proposal, Lindy Chamberlain would never have been released.
The government supports all but 2 of the 91 recommendations. It's rejected calls to leave mandatory sentencing to judges' discretion. It's also opposed to murderers and sexual offenders being moved to low-security prisons. David Kippen says the reform would be his aunt's great legacy.
Well, she was an angel on earth, I always say.
The government wants the new laws passed by May. Leonie Mellor, ABC News, Brisbane.